All right, I'm gonna go on a rant. Just warning you, strap in. It's like a little bit of like conspiracy theory, but it's not really conspiracy theory. And it's not like I'm gonna throw some DEFCON Kanye tweets out there either. Okay, these are pretty normal things. And the thing I'm talking about today is how the big dogs take advantage of the little guys, and the world. So what I'm talking about, I believe in entrepreneurship, capitalism, companies making money, services, goods and value, all that jazz. When it comes to certain companies, there are unethical practices that are occurring that are completely messed up. And one of them is gambling. Gambling is horrible because people get addicted to it because they are wagering something that they desperately need to get that big win, and all these companies sell the big win like it's so attainable, but it is not attainable, because even once you get the win, you're going to want something bigger. That is our neurological, that's how we're made, right? That's what we want. Once you $10 into 100, okay, shit, I just 10x my money. If I put $1,000 in, I'd be, oh my god, I make 10 grand. Boom, gone. $1,000 gone. Like the $100 you made is so insurmountable, but then you still hold on to that win, and that's what these gambling things do. And when it comes to casinos and whatnot, I already think they're pretty messed up, but you kind of know what you're getting into when you go to one. You kind of expect to lose money. If you win big, that'd be cool, but it's whatever. That system I don't think is ever going. But the big one I'm talking about is sports gambling, because we're in the predictive markets like Kalshi. What are we doing? How is this possible? It is the most evident insider trading the world has ever seen, and we're just allowing it to happen. You think some bimbo who's fried out of his mind is like, bro, shit, you think Stranger Things is gonna come on the halftime show? And then they vote that, and then they say that's going to happen. Obviously, that shit's not going to happen, but they put money into it, and now there's a market for it, and like shit like that is just, it's insane. I don't understand how that is possible. How we allow that? How is that even a thing? And then there's the casinos and whatnot. The what is it, like DraftKings Sportsbook, the sports books, right? The sports gambling. These guys are doing billions in revenue every single year because they are making money off of the people who are genuinely addicted to this shit, who need their money, but are giving it so that they can get some sort of hit of dopamine from a big win, even though they're down thousands, tens of thousands of dollars. And these casinos are getting away with these, put $5 in, we'll give you $500 back, so that you could use that $500 to go win a couple, probably lose a shit ton, but win a couple, so that you feel like you're winning. So you get the dopamine hit of a parlay. Whoa, right? And then you go ahead, you win, you get the dopamine hit, but now you're out of all your money, now you're out of all your free plays, because guess what? Long term, you're not going to keep the shit up. And then you deposit, and that's when they get you. That's when they win. When you're taking your own money and putting it into this shit, thinking that you can turn money into an actual profit. Betting on sports games, how does that even I don't know. It hasn't happened to me. Luckily, I've stayed away, but it's so easy to fall into that, and they've made that easier than ever. And the fact that the entire world is enabling it and just staying hush hush about it is crazy. And the only reason they are doing that is because it's entertaining as fuck. 6-leg parlay, $10 into 600. Whoa! And imagine what's about to happen with March Madness, bro. I can't even. It's blowing my mind. It's blowing my mind how much money they are making off of us. And it's just so unethical how they push it. How can every single fucking stadium have ads everywhere promoting this thing? I mean, how can every other swipe be a gambling ad? I mean, how aren't you addicted to this at this point? And we're completely enabling it. I mean, 5 years ago, this was completely off limits, no sports books, and now they're just opening up every state and city because of how much damn money it makes. And it doesn't even matter at the cost of what? It's at the cost of the own people, hard-working, blue-collar Americans that are keeping shit going. They're going broke because of the system that we are enabling, and it's gotta stop. I mean, that's one big one huge one. Another one that I'll try to stay short on, because this rant could go for 3 hours. I talk about this all the time, is AI. AI is a bad thing. I don't care what you say. the people who are in control of it are completely undermining the power it has. They are trying to keep it, small and surface level. ChatGPT can be your therapist. It can, it could talk to you. If you're having troubles with your kid, you can ask it, what to do for your kid. You're asking a robot what to do for your kid. That's insane. But the whole thing is that it does way more that the average human being will never even comprehend. I mean, they are, oh my god, they think we're fucking idiots. I mean, this is insane. And it's like, AI is just a fun chatbot. I've hopped into corporate calls at my work. Oh, they won't take our jobs. No. You think they're just gonna spare us, dude? Look what they've done with gambling. Look how much money they have made off that. Imagine how much money they'll make off AI. How much money they're already making off AI. And the amount of ethical boundaries they will cross. Now, not all of these agents or models are taking advantage of us, but there are plenty that are, and one of them is OpenAI. Fuck them. That owner is a nut job. I'm kind of blanking on his name. Friedman or Alex something. I don't fucking know. It's crazy because the amount of data that they are collecting on us through all of the questions we constantly ask, and this was already a thing with Google, but we are getting incredibly personal with ChatGPT, and on top of the power it has when you can literally machine learn anything, it can continue to learn on itself. That's insane. That is insane. I don't see how we don't see how that does this type of curve, right? And we are just barely starting this AI revolution. I mean, this shit is only going to get insanely smarter, and they're only doing it. I mean, there's a bunch of other motives, right? But the main one is to replace the common workers, and we're all trying to play it off like everything's cool, but they're literally building robots. And when Jeff Bezos see a robot that can pick up a box and put it in another one all autonomously through AI, his fucking pants get wet, because guess what? He gets to lay off all of his employees. Boom, $600 million a year off his, he gets that back and just dumps it into robots. Who needs humans? And the whole problem is that all of this ties together. AI, gambling, social media, we'll touch on real quick. I think social media is horrible. It's tracking shit on us, and there's more advertisements than ever. I mean, we're practically just robots in just ingesting information and then going and buying the things that are targeted for us. There's very little individuality anymore, and we're just getting shoved shit that AI thinks we want, and we end up loving it because AI is fucking right. Of course it is. It's learning from our past tendencies, how long we stayed on a post, who we're searching up. They have all of that information. So yeah, those big three are a pretty big problem, because when they're all combined together, it costs us. The lower to middle class is the one suffering from this, and the big dogs are literally just watching and are just fucking enjoying it because they're the ones gaining from this. The disparity between the lower class and middle class to the highest of the highs is greater than it ever has been before, and corporate greed is absolutely killing America right now, and we are completely oblivious to it. And if anything, we're just playing into it by allowing ourselves to make this a fun hobby or a fun thing where you flex to your boys that you just hit on a big parlay, or you keep your snap score up high, or send TikToks 24/7, and it's the socially acceptable thing to do. I'm not knocking you for doing it. It is the psychological thing that is fun to do. Being on social media is fun. Being in the loop with everything is fun. Gambling and hitting a big win, that's fun. When you are going through something and you have no one to talk to about this thing, and you want to stay secluded with this information that you have, or this thing that you're struggling with, hitting up a chatbot is fun. Instead of actually researching something and doing the work, or actually doing your homework. I do this myself. Having AI do it is way easier, but it's making us stupider by allowing something to just automate a system. We used to have delayed gratification where we would have to work on something, where we would have to learn more about something to get an answer. Now there is just an instant input-output system where we get exactly what we want when we want it. Our dopamine is fucking fried because we are getting what we want the second we want it. That is so bad for us. There is absolutely no effort in it, and all these things are tying together in that to keep us fucking stupid. And that is the big conspiracy theory that I have. I think it's a huge problem, and it's something that we have to do something about as a society collectively. It's going to be a lot of just disconnecting from everything, and that's become a pretty popular trend. So if you think that would help you, fucking do it.